Today we are headed to check out a first-time build here in the country, right here in Southern California in Temecula. This is Shawood Homes in Sommers Bend. There's two different communities to this one. You've got a gated side, a non-gated side. This is one of the most upgraded homes that you will find, one of the most upgraded builders here. They've actually built in a new technology to these homes that makes them safer and stronger, allows for bigger windows, bigger doors. It is actually going to be a pretty much earthquake-proof home from what they've done as far as their research goes. And this, again, is inside of the Sommers Bend community. So you've got miles of walking trails. You've got the clubhouse with the pool. You've got the sports park. You've got all of the amenities in Sommers Bend, but you're in the $1 million+ price range here. And so you're living inside of one of the most prestigious communities here in Temecula. It's not even fully built out yet. The models have just opened. We're actually getting a preview sneak tour as a broker here. They haven't even been open to the public, so you're going to be one of the first people to see these before anybody else. I know you're gonna love them because the features inside are absolutely amazing, stuff you have not seen inside of homes. And these are much larger lots than we typically see. So these are gonna be about 1/4 of an acre or more. There's some larger lots, there's some smaller ones, but absolutely pool size, great entertainer homes. I can't wait to show them to you. Let's check them out. Hey guys, I'm Andrew Lewis, your local Temecula Valley realtor, here today to show you a new community built by Shawood Homes. This is a first-time build here in the country, first time in Southern California as well. These homes are absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, not a starter price point. These homes start at $1.7 million and go all the way up from there. You've got a 1.7% tax rate. You've got an HOA from $304 to $220, depending on whether you're on the gated side of this community or the non-gated side. Each side has its own different features as far as lot sizes. Can't wait to show you these models. Let's head inside and check them out. Welcome to the Plan 1. This is known as the Yuri floor plan. This is the smallest of the floor plans here. It is a single story, 3,203 square feet. It is 3 bedrooms with a separate area for the kids or extended family. Let's head inside and check it out. Welcome inside this beautiful home. One of my favorite features is this actual whole wing that we are inside of here. It has its own separate living space as well as 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. It's like its own kids' living space. You've got some barn doors. You can close this area off. You don't have to see the kids mess, and they've got their own space to live in. So now that you've seen this beautiful home built by Shawood, these homes are truly amazing. It is an immaculate community and definitely set to be one of the premier communities in the Temecula Valley. Now let's talk about some of the amenities built into the neighborhood, because this home is actually on the Sommers Bend master plan. And so you actually get all of the amenities that come with Sommers Bend. And we've done videos on different neighborhoods within Sommers Bend. This one's kind of on the outskirts of it. That's why you get the bigger lots and the bigger homes, but you've got a ton of amenities that are included with this. You've got 8 miles of walking trails. There's 180 acres of preserved land that surrounds the area, so you're not gonna have homes built right on top of you. And that makes for a nice, peaceful, tranquil, serene surrounding for the beautiful home that you're purchasing here, built by Shawood. Outside of that, there is a sports park with baseball fields, softball fields, soccer fields, basketball courts, you name it, they've got it, and there is a ton to do there. Outside of that, you've got a pool, a lap pool, a bar, a coffee kiosk, a place to do meetings. Their clubhouse has it all as well. So there are a lot of amenities included within this community, and it makes it well worth it. I would say, in my opinion, Sommers Bend is one of the best put together neighborhoods in all of Temecula. They just did an amazing job putting it all together, intertwining each different neighborhood, because there's homes that are starter price point homes all the way up to these homes that we're talking about with Shawood right now. So you can move within this community for your entire life and be completely satisfied. Not to mention, you are just outside of Temecula Wine Country. So if you are into wine tasting and living that life and relaxing at the wineries, watching hot air balloons right off into the sunrise or the sunset, this is the place for you, because you're only about 5 minutes from just entering into wine country, and only 10 to 15 minutes beyond that to get deeper into wine country to some of the most prestigious wineries here in Temecula. So this is an amazing location, packed full of amenities. Now let's talk about what schools your kids will be attending if you live here at the homes built by Shawood. So for elementary school, we've got Rancho Elementary, Margarita Middle School, and Temecula Valley High School. Now these schools are rated as a 6 for the elementary school, 5 for the middle school, and 9 for the high school. So some pretty high scores for the high school here for Temecula Valley High School. You can find out more about each one of these schools using greatschools.org. It's a great resource that you can go check out. It will give you test scores and all sorts of reviews and comments about the school from people who have worked there and who have attended there. So it's a great option to do some research before you actually make the move. Now let's move on to the affordability for the neighborhood, because that is an important factor. So a few things outside of the principal and interest that you're going to need to be aware of are your HOA and your property taxes. Those are typically impounded and put into your monthly payment, and so they affect the affordability of the home for you. So let's talk about tax rate. For tax rate here, we are at 1.7% at build out, which means that it's actually on the upper end of the scale for taxes here in Temecula, and you lump that on top of the higher price point that we have here for the neighborhood, and you're gonna come up with a pretty high tax bill starting off with this home. So be prepared for that. Definitely crunch some numbers ahead of time. Now let's talk about the HOA. For the HOA, there's actually 2 parts to this HOA. You've got a gated side and a non-gated side to this specific build. For the gated side, you'll be paying an HOA fee of $304 a month. For the non-gated side, obviously you're losing a little bit of that security and some of those amenities, so that rate goes down. It goes down to $220 a month. So keep that in mind. You're either shopping on the gated side or the non-gated side, but a couple $100s a month, either which way you go. So make sure you're including that into what you're going to do for your monthly affordability calculations. Now let's talk about prices. So you know, when it comes to this, I don't love quoting the exact prices because they change all the time, and especially with new construction, those prices change with every single phase that is released. So new construction homes are built in phases. They'll release a block of 4 or 5 homes, build those, sell those, release another block of 4 or 5, build them, sell them, and so on. And with each one of those phases, we typically see pretty significant price increases. So what I'm giving you today is the brand new starter price before any of those other phases are released. And this is without any lot premiums or any additional things added onto them. So keep that in mind. Again, this is as of the current build. If you need updated information for pricing as to what they are today and what lots are available, give me a call. I'd love to get you the additional information on what's going on with this neighborhood as of the date of you watching this video. But for this plan 1, the Yuri floor plan, we are looking at a starting price of $1.5 million, $1.509 million before any lot premiums, any upgrades. So that is your base price, getting a plain Jane home, not looking like those models. So you're gonna need to be factoring that in, that if you're probably wanting to look like those models, you're gonna be spending several $100,000 more to get it anywhere close to what we saw through those models. When it comes to new construction in the state of California, it is now required that solar comes with the home, or at least be a part of that home. Cannot buy a home here in Southern California, at least brand new construction, without solar on it. So typically a builder is gonna offer you some options here. The good news with the homes built here by Shawood is that the solar is actually included in the price of the home. That's going to be a very basic solar package, and it's only gonna come with a limited number of panels. If you choose to add on additional panels, you can purchase those additionally, but you're gonna have to spend a little bit more money to get those added on. Now, my advice would be probably take what's already there initially and then do some research by actually living in the home for some time, seeing what your electric bill actually works out to be, and then bringing somebody out to actually evaluate and help you build a solar system that will fully cover that solar bill for you. But keep in mind that that solar is going to just cover a small portion of your electric bill to begin with. You're going to need to add on panels either before the build or after the build if you would like to completely eliminate that electric bill. Two things I want to mention here before we move on, and it's something that I alluded to a little bit when we were talking about pricing, is that with this specific builder, you can expect to pay significant lot premiums. We're talking about decent sized lots here, and everyone's a little bit more unique. When you visit this neighborhood, you'll see that there are some that have open backyards that have great views, some that have a slope or a hill in the backyard, and that's gonna come with a different premium to it. So the lots are very different. They're all great size, but you can expect to pay a decent lot premium. And basically that's an addition to the prices that we just discussed on top of that for whatever lot that you choose. And so it's sounding like that's gonna be a decent chunk of change here. We don't have those exact figures yet until they start to release each of those lots, but it could be up to $100,000 lot premium for some of the more premier lots here inside of the neighborhood. So keep that in mind as you're looking at shopping around and figuring out what those prices are going to look like. Outside of that, I do wanna mention again, the upgrades that are gonna come with these homes are going to be significant as far as an additional purchase price. You're going to get a very basic form of the home, and if you would like to add additional updates to the home throughout the building process, again, you can expect another $100,000 to $200,000 to get it anywhere close to what you're looking for, aside from just the standard build that you're gonna get with the base prices that we just discussed. So keep in mind, the base prices, that's just a starting point. You could add several $100,000 on top of that with a price point home that we're talking about here to get it to the condition that you're looking for prior to your move-in. Now, two final things that we always like to discuss is when it comes to new construction, you need to choose your representation. You've got two options here. You've got one, you can bring in your own real estate agent to negotiate on your behalf, make sure that you get additional incentives included with the property, that you're able to negotiate the price of some things, and that's going to really help you save a lot of money in the long run. Or your second option is if you walk into this new construction community without representation the very first time, you have waived the right to outside representation, and you will be electing for the builder's representative to represent you throughout that sale. Keep in mind, who's paying their paycheck? It's the builder, it's not you. So you may want to bring in your own outside representation as far as an agent. And the good news is that this builder does offer a commission to those agents, so you're not having to pay money out of your pocket to that agent, but they're gonna work for you to make sure that you get the best possible deal, that you are getting the upgrades that you need, that you're getting any sort of additional incentives. We're gonna help you navigate through the home inspection process and make sure that you're getting a completely built home prior to move-in. It's very, very important that if you're looking to go to that property, that you take us with you before you get there. So please, if you're thinking about checking it out, do not hesitate to call or send us a DM so that we can visit with you on that first visit to walk you through, point out all of the things that you need to know ahead of time, and make sure that you're well represented throughout the process. That's it for our breakdown here on the beautiful model homes built by Shawood here in Temecula in Sommers Bend. This is a beautiful neighborhood. Again, we've done many videos on all of the homes featured here inside of Sommers Bend. This is the most exclusive neighborhood in Sommers Bend. It's beautiful, the biggest lots, the biggest homes, the most modern looking, definitely my favorite, but it comes with that price tag. So I hope you enjoyed the tours. I hope you enjoyed the information that you got here. If you have additional questions, please leave us a comment below, send me a DM, pick up the phone, give me a call. We monitor all of that on a daily basis, and we'll get back to you immediately with the answers that you are looking for. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that like button. And as always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future updates, future model home tours, things that are coming to the Temecula Valley, all things Temecula Valley. Hit that subscribe button so you're notified every time a new video comes out. Thanks again for tuning in. We can't wait to show you more model homes here in the future. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.